Hey guys, it's Shermie's Teachers here, and today I'll be showing you how I make my marble wax melts. They can also be called tie-dye wax melts, but I'm going to call them marble because if you've been here for a while, you kind of know that I have an obsession with marble. Don't know why, I always have. So yes, that's what we're going to make today. Let me just show you what they look like. So here is one. I did this in one way, and then this one was done in another way, which I will show you both ways. But I'm more of a subtle marble type with just a little bit of black, but if you like more, you can do that one. But let's go ahead and get into it. So before I even started measuring out my ingredients, I went ahead and put my hot water bath on. You can do a double boiler or a wax melter, but I'm just going to have a pot of water and I'm going to put my pouring pitcher directly into that to melt the wax. So now I'm going to go ahead and measure out my wax, and the wax I'm using today is Pillar of Bliss from Nature's Garden. Pillar of Bliss is my personal favorite for pillars and tarts, but there are a lot of other waxes you can use out there, and if you are choosing to use another pillar or tart wax, just disregard the temperatures that I give you and go by what they say for those waxes, but I'm going to give it to you for a Pillar of Bliss. The amount of wax I'll be using today is 213 grams. I am doing 3 clamshell molds, so each one is 71 grams. And each one has 7 grams of fragrance. So I'm going to do 213 grams of wax and 21 grams of fragrance oil. While my wax is melting, I do want to show you guys the types of colorants I use. So I have a liquid dye and I also have dye blocks. They're both black. For this project, they both work, but today I'm just going to use the liquid dye, and I am going to add 2 drops into a different pitcher that I will be using to mix my black. As I stated earlier, I am using 21 grams of fragrance, and this is the fragrance I'm using today. It's Bamboo and Coconut from Candle Science, and I'm going to go ahead and measure that 21 grams out into a beaker. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and let my wax get up to 195 degrees Fahrenheit as per Nature's Garden's instructions, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so for Pillar of Bliss, the instructions are to melt the wax to 195 degrees Fahrenheit and then add your colorant. And then at 180 degrees Fahrenheit, add 1 ounce of fragrance per pound of melted wax and pour at 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Now there are more instructions on there, but honestly, I told you guys all that just to tell you that I'm not doing that. Well, not exactly. Once my wax is melted at 195 degrees Fahrenheit, I go ahead and remove it from my hot water bath. And I am using oven mitts because that handle is hot. But I'm going to go ahead and add in my fragrance. I'm going to pour just a little bit. I don't measure, it's just a feeling, I guess. I'm just going to pour a little bit of that melted wax into my empty pitcher with the liquid dye, and then I'll mix that up. And most of the time I do end up putting the pitcher with the black dye in it back in the hot water bath, just because it's such a small amount of wax and it will harden pretty quickly. Now it's time to pour the wax into the clam shells, and as you can see, I will be doing them one at a time because in the past when I've done 3 at a time, the black would harden because it's such a small amount. It'll harden and it will not give the look that I like. So you'll actually see me do this a couple different ways, 2.5 kind of, I guess 3 different ways. But as you can see, I started off trying to do it, pour it at the same time, but my hands don't they just don't do that. So just check out what I do with this first one. I'll be honest with y'all, I thought this first one was a lost cause because there was so much black in there. But then I remembered if I keep pouring the other, the non-colored one into the clamshell, that I can kind of drown out the black a little bit. But the end result will show exactly what I mean by that, because I know that didn't make sense. So with the second one, I did pour just a little bit of the non-colored wax in first, and then I went in certain squares and just put a little bit of black in each one. And then once again, I poured a lot of the non-colored wax into the black square. And I know at this point, it's like, there's no way the one she showed in the beginning is one of these here. But it actually is. For the last one, I decided to use a pipette and just add drops of black, and then mostly the non-colored wax, and then more drops of black until I got it to my liking. And this is actually my favorite technique that I used, with my favorite result. Before we get to the results, I do want to shout out my people over on Patreon. Make sure you check out their links in the description below. All right, y'all, here are the final results. The backs of them, of course, really don't matter, but I will say I like the last one the best if we're judging by the back. And these are in order of how I made them. So these first two were the first two that I made, and you can see the black, more of the black in the first one and some in the second one as well. But then this third one, which is my favorite, it's the subtle type black, which gives me more of the marble-like look. And I feel like the first two are more of a tie-dye kind of thing. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you do end up trying it out, let me know how it turned out and which method you used. And if you use a different type of wax, let me know if it's better. I want to try it too. All right, y'all. Bye.